Okay, guys, I feel like the title is really emo and edgy, or like I'm trying too hard to be mysterious and nonchalant or something, but I'm really not. I just wanted to talk. Let me start by telling you this. I consider myself to be an extrovert, okay? I think I get energy from socializing and being with friends and being out and about in public and just being around people, you know? Last semester, I chose to take 5 in-person classes, and so I only had 2 days off. And so for 5 days of the week, I would be at school for like 7 hours, and I would be around people, and it would be awesome, and I would be so happy. And I would be tired by the end of the day because like the school day was exhausting, but I would be so happy, you know? This semester, I chose to do kind of the opposite. I only have 2 in-person classes, and they're only on 2 days of the week. And then I'm taking 3 online classes that are like completely asynchronous. And so instead of being at school for 5 days of the week, I'd be at school for 2 days of the week. And it's kind of inverted, you know? And like, bro, I thought it would be easier having online classes. Like I wouldn't have as bad of a workload as I had last semester, where I had to do work like all the time. Yeah, that is not the case. I have 2 classes, each with 10 hours of work a week. So that alone is 20 hours of work. And my 3 other classes, those are a huge time commitment too. So I'm home a lot more than I was last semester, and a lot more than I'm used to. But the thing is, I'm still an extrovert. I still want to socialize with people other than my family. And so besides hanging out with my friends on the days I do have school, I began to seek online friendship. And I'm not talking about making this channel and talking to you guys. I'm talking about I started to use freaking Discord and Twitch, bro. So, I mean, I used Twitch before to like watch MCSR ranked playoffs, but it wasn't a form of socialization to me. It was a form of entertainment, like Netflix, you know? I started to see it as socializing when I became really invested in a particular streamer and started interacting with the chat a lot more, and they started interacting with me. And oh my god, I really hope the people that I talk to there don't see this, but I mean, they low-key might. So if you see this, hey, you're super cool and I love you. Let me just talk about Twitch for a minute though, because like it's such a weird form of socialization. I mean, in the past, the closest thing to it was President Roosevelt talking to people through the radio and like comforting them about the shit that was going on in the world, and they like saw him as a father figure or something. And like Roosevelt didn't know the people, but the people knew him. And that's kind of like what Twitch is now. Like we know the streamer, like at least the character they have and what they give to us, but they don't know us. And like low-key, people gotta get better at realizing that, because like parasocialness is a really scary thing. Yes, the streamer chooses to reveal their voice or face and like talk about life stories because those are fun sometimes, but you do not know this person like personally, and so you gotta treat them not like you would your close friends, your real life friends. I've not been on Twitch that much, so I don't know how much of a say I have in this, but Twitch chat is kind of different because you can kind of get to know them and become genuine online friends and maybe in-person friends too with them. So it's kind of different than like being quote-unquote friends with the streamer that you watch. And that's how I developed my online friend group. So like I got really invested into that streamer and started to really enjoy talking in the chat. And I got invited to this server where they like joined voice calls to watch the streamer and talk to each other, like using their voices instead of the Twitch chat. And it was really cool. And so let me preface this by saying I really like these people. I think they're super cool. I don't think there's anything bad about them. Not to a point of idolization, but I just think they're like chill people, you know? The problem I want to address lies with me. Lately, as I've been getting more and more online, I've been having moments where I'm like laughing really hard and typing so fast to keep up with the conversation and just feeling really elated chatting online. And then out of nowhere, I feel this weird sense of guilt. I see myself in the third person, sitting at my desk, alone in the dark, typing and talking into a microphone to people whom I don't even know their face. And sometimes they use their real name on their like Discord account, but most of the time they don't. And so I feel a weird guilt. Like, what am I doing? the best analogy I can make for this is like motion sickness. So like, you know, when you're sitting in a car and you're moving, but you're not looking out the window, so what you're seeing doesn't match what you're feeling, and so your brain feels like weird because it's like, wait, why do I feel like I'm moving but I don't see that I'm moving? That's what it kind of feels like for me. What I see doesn't match what I hear. I hear myself chatting to people and I hear their voices and I hear myself laughing, but I don't see people. I just see a screen. I just see words. And I guess the reason I feel guilty is because I feel like I'm not being true to myself or something. Because like I said before, I'm an extrovert, right? And so I like to be with people, around people, like people I can see their bodies and stuff. And so I get this weird like identity crisis. Like, I don't know, it's really weird. And I feel like a bad person, but I still feel it. And like, I deleted Instagram and TikTok because I hated doom scrolling and I hated being chronically online. But like, here I am, I'm so online. But okay, none of this applies to you guys. Like, the way I see like my interaction with you guys is like I'm making these videos for fun and you guys choose to comment on it, and this interaction is more public and less personal. So I don't feel guilty interacting with you guys at all. Like, I put these videos purposely for you guys to interact with, and so I can interact back with you, because I kind of love debating and like discussing things. And so it's nothing like what I was talking about before. But yeah, I'll just say again, like, don't take this too seriously or personally or anything. Like, I kind of just wanted to talk about this weird thing I've been feeling. And once again, it's not the fault of anyone but me. So I don't know, take this lightly and enjoy the minesweeper gameplay.